Hi YouTube, it's me again, Brenton. I already got lipstick on the teeth. Past few videos, it's okay. Welcome to another Reflection Wednesday, and you know, there's a lot that I should probably reflect, and this time I don't have a dog with me today, like I did last time. So we'll just, oh, it looks dreary outside, but it's actually a nice day out. It's supposed to be 81, but like there's cloud coverage, so it doesn't feel like 81 at all. So yeah, but let's get into this because Bren, you and I need to talk. Yesterday you were feeling down again, and you know, like we said yesterday, you're gonna feel down a lot on success journeys. You're gonna get down, and down again. It's just what's gonna happen, you know. And you're gonna have to learn to live with it, pretty much. Because in order to get to success, like we've stated before, you have to be willing to go through all of that. You're gonna fail more times before you actually get to that success story. And you always hop on here and you tell other people, you know, about the same things that you tell yourself. But you also have to keep in mind that you're not superhuman either. You still go through the same emotions. It's called a success journey. It's a journey. And what you're doing is you're bringing other people along for the ride for your success journey and their success journey. It just takes work. It takes work. And, you know, yesterday, if Facebook decided they weren't going to send your messages anymore, that hurt a little bit too. I mean, that one was kind of out of your control, though we think we've figured it out. And we think it's because you're sending messages too fast and too close together. You got lightning fingers. You slow down. But yeah, we got that figured out, and you just have to keep on going. So, I mean, you also did the one thing that you don't normally do, and that's go message like somebody else because your husband wasn't available at the time. I mean, you asked them what you should do, though he's probably might have been the wrong person to ask. I mean, he's doing somewhat the same thing as you. You're just doesn't seem as determined, I guess you could say, as you do. But, you know, but his journey isn't the same as yours. Your journey isn't the same as his, you know. And since he's been doing it for a while, you thought maybe he would have some answers. But then you found out he doesn't really message people like you do. Or you actively seek out people and see if you can help them. He he kind of just makes videos and posts them on Facebook. But then again, yours is a subscription service, and his is for water. It's for water. And your thing isn't just primarily subscriptions. It is pretty much subscriptions, but it's also the environment and the mentors that you get along with it when you become an ambassador, because they've been where you're at. They know where you're coming from, and they're at where you want to be at right now. So you just have to keep working, and you'll make it to Ruby or above before April 1st. That's the goal right now. That's the goal right now. That's your short-term goal. Because after you make it there, you're going to go way past that. You know? And I mean, you're already almost there. Just there's one gentleman who keeps flipping and flopping around, and he can't figure out what it is that he wants. And you know, we wish him all of the success, but he needs to really figure himself out first. Like we stated yesterday, people get put in your path, but you can't help them if they, one, don't know they need help, or two, need help but they don't want it, or like they don't accept it. So that's just how it goes. And we'll get it figured out. Well, we'll find out what it is that he needs actual help with. There's another gentleman, the gentleman you talked about the other day, and he seems pretty eager to have an opportunity. And like this, and he's willing to really put in the effort to do all of this. We have a Salvation Army sign, and there's not a Salvation Army anywhere close. So, not entirely sure what that's for. But yeah, that's just how it goes sometimes. Like you've said in several videos, that you can't get excited over things, and you try not to be, because the more excited you are, the more disappointing it is when it doesn't happen. And you get really excited sometimes. And you've stated that you shouldn't. It's something you still got to work on. You still got to work on that. And, not afraid to admit it on here, because it's something we're working with. Matter of fact, not too long ago, when you first started doing videos on these walks, you were absolutely terrified to do it. You didn't want to, but you made yourself go out and do it. And now look at you. You're talking to yourself like a crazy person in a camera. But, I mean, I guess you're not completely insane, because you have other people watching the video. And they could have listened to you be insane. And then maybe take that as them talking to themselves as well, because they probably got stuff they need to figure out as well. I mean, everyone does. Everyone has to figure their own stuff out. Just like when they said that they were projecting to go to 5 million, and they wanted to know which piece of the pie that you wanted. Well, you said the whole thing. You want all the $5 million. But that $5 million can help a lot of people. Ooh, bug it in the face. So it's what we're up to. It's what we got to keep doing. Also, to the visualization part, I don't even know if you said that right. You put on your heels yesterday for that dinner in April. So you better make it to that dinner in April. I know you will. You just gotta know you will. You gotta put in the work and the effort for it. So, keep on going. Put on those heels, and you're pretending to shake hands with all the people who teach you, and the CEO. Okay, so now you gotta make it to reality no matter what, because you did that. You already visualized it. You already practiced everything. You know. It's all that Bob Proctor. But yeah. So you have to make it. You just have to, because you've pretty much given yourself no other choice at this point. You know, part of the reason that affiliate marketing probably didn't work for you was, one, you didn't know really about yourself still. And two, you didn't visualize your end goal yet enough. You weren't 100% clear on the goals that you wanted to accomplish. Well, now you are clear on what it is that you want to accomplish. You are clear on what it is that you see yourself doing in the future. So you just gotta keep it up. You gotta put in the work, put in the effort, keep visualizing, and keep getting up every time you fall down. That's what you gotta do. You gotta keep getting up every time you fall down. We're crossing the street. Okay, we're about to head in a quick trip. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause this, and then when we get back, we're going to stop the reflection part, because I think at this point we're just repeating ourselves. And we're going to get into it like a normal video, and discuss what's happened today, because there's been some exciting developments that we feel needs to be shared. Okay, so I'll see you in a minute. Okay, we are back. And yes, we are not going to be doing Reflection Wednesday anymore right now. Today anyway. I'll be back again with another Reflection Wednesday next Wednesday. But today I have some exciting developments. Kind of a development. So my buddy from Africa, he was feeling a lot better today. He was still kind of down when he woke up in the morning, but he started feeling better as the time progressed. But he still hopped on a call with me today, and the only thing I could really say was what I learned in my meeting today. And so in my meeting, it was this lady. It was a meeting, but it was kind of open for everyone to speak and talk with their motivations, what keeps them from thinking a bunch of negative thoughts, so they can think more positively and get to where they want to be in their goals. And she was just like, I just think how would my future self think if I go in my closet, I ask, would she wear this or would she wear that? It was an all women's meeting. And the answer is no. She doesn't wear it. Like I think this morning she went to put socks on, and black socks with a bleach stain on them, and she said, would my future self wear these socks? And the answer was no, and so she threw them away. Sorry, there's water. He's cleaning his car. His truck. And I don't speak Spanish that well, or I'd ask. And I don't know if he can speak English, which you don't know unless you ask. So that's the terrible thing that I just did, was I completely denied someone an opportunity, which you need to break out of your comfort zone to do that. And I kind of just stayed in my comfort zone a little bit there. Yeah, that was terrible of me to do. But I mean, I guess back on topic, as we think about how awful of a person I just was. She got these socks out that were black with a bleach stain on it, and she goes, would my future self wear these? Would she wear these? And the answer was no, so she threw them out. And basically, that's what I kind of had to tell my friend in Africa. I was like, just think, what would your future self do? What would he do? When you eat breakfast or anything in the morning, don't imagine the breakfast that you have in front of you. Imagine the 5-course meal you're going to be able, or the 5-star meal you're going to be able to have. Picture it as that, instead of leftovers from dinner, like corn and stuff. Picture like lobster or something. And I'm allergic to shellfish, but that's, some other people like lobster and stuff. My husband likes to tell me that I'm missing out because I can't eat it. And now that we're on this journey, he likes to say, well, maybe you're just allergic to the Dylan stuff, the cheapo stuff. Maybe it'd be better if you have that 5-star lobster. I'm like, what the heck do you mean? I'm pretty sure when they say I'm allergic to shellfish, I'm allergic to shellfish. And I am not about to try lobster. So, we're not about to do that. But, yeah. We're going to be doing it. So, I told him that just picture what it is that you're going to be eating. Don't picture what you have now. Don't picture what's on your plate now. Picture it as something that you're gonna have. Like when you go to your closet, even if it's just a nice t-shirt and a pair of jeans, picture it as a suit. A really nice one. Why? Because you're going to be wearing those. Maybe not right this second, maybe not right now, maybe not today, but you will be wearing those nice suits and nice dinners and stuff like that. You're going to have that. If it makes it easier to visualize your future that way, then visualize, like, imagine what you have now as those things. It'll make it easier to visualize your future. It'll make it easier. My car didn't work today. My green one. Bye. That was completely random. I was just thinking about how my green card didn't seem to want to work today, but my phone did. So I just used that card instead. That was completely off topic. That's not what I was trying to talk about. That was just completely random. Random thought that just popped in my head. It could count as a negative thought, I guess, because the car didn't want to work. The card didn't want to work, but you know, it's a temporary problem, easy to fix. So, yeah. Now, so that's what I told him today. I was just like, don't focus on the environment you're in now. Picture it as something that you're gonna have better of later. So if you're in a tiny house now, picture it as a huge, sprawling mansion. If that's what it takes to really visualize where you're going to be. Because if you can see it now, if you can pretend like you have it now, it'll make it so much easier to get to. so much easier to get to. That's why I say, success isn't easy, but it's simple. And one of the things that make it so simple is the fact that you have to be able to picture it for yourself. You gotta really manifest it. The wind picked up a little bit, and it's nice because it's on my last part of the walk, and it's a little warm right now. Also, the security guard who allowed me to kind of stand with him yesterday, after the whole thing, like I said, the guy could have been doing nothing at all. You know, he could have been just doing a quick was like, oh man, everyone's getting rid of it. Everyone. That's what it seems like. A lot of people are getting rid of social media. More specifically, Facebook. People are getting rid of Facebook. So, yeah. It got loud. Someone's on a four-wheeler. If you don't know what a four-wheeler is, it's that thing over there. If you could see that, I might have to try to zoom in a little bit. Figure out how to edit and zoom into that. But yeah. Which I didn't realize four-wheelers you could drive on the street. I guess if they have the right licensing, they could be street legal. But yeah. So it all takes a good imagination. You have to be able to imagine yourself in that, because if all you do is you want success, but you can't see yourself out of the situation that you're in right now, you're never going to get it. Now, I mean, there might be a few people who've gotten it and they just didn't think they would ever make it there. A very select few. But you really have to make sure yourself out of the situation you're in now and into a better situation. And set your goals really high, because the higher the goal, the easier it is to get. And I don't say that mockingly or anything. I say that because it makes you work harder to achieve them. You make small goals every day, right? Like, oh, I'm gonna wake up this morning, I'm gonna brush my teeth, I'm gonna take a shower, I'm gonna go to work. Small goals, right? But like I explained yesterday, a job shouldn't even be on the goal list. Shouldn't be on the goal card. Because a job, all you're doing in a job is you're trading your time for money. And time is the most valuable asset you have. So why are you trading the most valuable thing you have for pieces of paper? Pretty much. Why? Because the thing that you are looking for when you work is getting more money so you can have money when you have time. So why not utilize what you have? Why not utilize what you have so you can have more time? I just constantly have money coming in. Now, maybe easy for some people to say, I guess, is what you'd say. Easier said than done, but how do you achieve it? Like anything else you achieve, you work for it. Not a job. A job is not going to get you the freedom that you want. It's not going to get you the freedom that you require. All it's going to do is take your time and repay you with less than what your time is actually worth. Because your time is actually worth millions already. You just have to utilize it correctly. That way you have more time for time instead of no time for money, you know? If that made any sense. you know, have more money for time. I don't know how I'm trying to say this. I didn't take my keys today, but I have his grandmother's key because they said they might be going somewhere, and they did. Oh, key almost didn't work, which is funny because I tested out this key before I left. And I'll leave the key here. Oh, saying I'm waiting on my passport still. It hasn't come in. That's the postal service for you. But, oh, I didn't realize the light was still on down here. Well, need to pay more attention to that. Sorry, I saw my wedding photos and I saw something I didn't recognize. Took me a minute. Yes, I do get easily distracted sometimes. A lot. But, yeah. No, you have to stop trading your time for money. If that's what you're doing, if you're trading your time for money, you are on the wrong side. You are on the wrong side of money. Okay? You can't, no one wants to do that. People say, oh, I love my job. I love that's great. But if you had a choice to be anywhere else, would you be anywhere else? And 9 times out of 10, it's yes. I would be somewhere else. I would not be here. I love my job, but I don't want to be here all the time like I am now. And I like it because it's stable. It's not, and that's a lie too, because jobs aren't actually stable. If you lose that job, or if you stop getting paid from that job, you've lost the only source of income you have. Jobs provide stability. That's the biggest lie we're ever fed. Jobs provide security. No, they do not. They will fire you in a heartbeat if they can. Take it from somebody who's been fired from almost every single job except for the last 4 jobs she's had. Take it from somebody who literally stopped trading her time for money and started chasing time instead, making it work for her. Take it from somebody who's already on this journey and is already making leaps and bounds. Because I got tired of it. I got tired of doing all of the stuff for somebody else. I wanted my own thing, but being self-employed also doesn't give you the freedom either. So what's that leave you with? Starting a company. If you start a company, you have employees and then you have freedom, because what's going to happen is if you take vacation from that company, you'll still be making money. But if you decided you're going to be self-employed and you decided to take vacation, you're not making money off of that. Why? Because you still have to be there in order for it to operate. You're not making money if you're not working. So, but I'm going to end the video off here. I love you guys. And like I always say, invest in yourself, because you are the very best person you could ever invest in. Invest in stocks, real estate, gold, silver, all that fun stuff. And I will see you guys in the next one. Love you. Mwah. Bye. Lipstick on my fingers again.